Hello BrewTubers, and welcome to this little Homebrew Wednesday video. Just a bit of a debrief following my beer festival which I held Saturday just gone on the 7th of July. It was an okay event, only okay, not brilliant, not disastrous, but okay. We're down on numbers that I was expecting, so we had about 25-30 people there, I suppose. I was looking for about 50 people to turn up, 40 to 50. But yeah, the World Cup match on the same day unfortunately meant that a lot of people didn't turn up for obvious reasons. So it's a shame, but oh well, it was a good experience nevertheless. We had like two waves of people, so we had people come in the morning prior to the match, sort of midday till about 3-4ish, and then people who came after the match, about 5-6 o'clock till late. So yeah, two waves of folks coming in really, so not too bad. In general, the beers are all pretty good. I was fairly happy with the way they're all presented and served. I had every single beer chilled, so the day of putting things in the fridge prior to the event and making sure everything was cool. And I repurposed my conical fermenters to serve the mini kegs at a cool temperature as well. I think the fermenters were set 10 degrees Celsius each. Just put the kegs in, poured water in, set them to the right temperature and left them. And I've got these two jerry cans. They're plastic food grade jerry cans, and you can fit about 20 litres of beer in there. You can sort of almost cask condition them. This is the extra special bitter from said cask. Jerry can. Bloody lovely beer this. So I had those serving the ESB and the London Porter. Had 4 kegs in the Keezer, and then mini kegs in the conical fermenters, plus a couple of bottles. So yeah, all the beers were good. Two most popular beers were the Bohemian Pilsner, obviously 30 degrees sun, a lager's going to go well, and oddly enough, the limoncello wheat beer, which was 8.5%. I wasn't expecting that to be as popular as it was, but no, the people really liked that. I think it was just the fresh lemony yumminess. People like that sort of unusual beers, don't they? Even the non-beer drinkers seem to like it. So plenty of food for thought for next time. I don't need to do 13 beers again. 6, I reckon. 4 in my Keezer and 2 mini kegs. Possibly do 7, because those casks are okay, those little jerry can casks. Might do 1 of them next year. But yeah, it all went well. The beers didn't get drunk, and I've pretty much got I had a full cask of the ESB and London Porter left over. We didn't run out of any of the beers, so which is a shame. Some of the mini kegs never got opened. So yeah, overcatered, definitely. But yeah, all food for thought for next time. So next year, do 2 kegs of lager, another one of the cocktail fruit style beers, because the cranberry and raspberry tea wheat beer was very popular as well. So people like those unusual beers. So yeah, 2 lagers, 2 fruity cocktail-y beers, and perhaps 1 or 2 other traditional styles, something light and easy. But yeah, lots of thought for next year. Also, just try and refine it a bit. We did things like beer talks throughout the day, which were very good, but people weren't that interested really. So perhaps we might do just the 1 next year instead of trying to do 1 every hour. Yeah, and the catering was a bit naff as well. I ended up barbecuing everything. We were kindly donated some meat to serve at the beer festival, because we were raising charity for the Brompton Fountain, which is the charity for the Royal Brompton Hospital in Chelsea. My niece was born with severe heart troubles and spent most of her life under the care of the Royal Brompton, and they effectively saved her life. So yeah, we raised some money for her, for the Brompton, £200, which is good going. That's just from selling barbecue food and cheeses as well, kindly made by my friend Dom. So yeah, although that was good, obviously raising money for charity, I did end up stuck on a barbecue for half a day in the 30-degree heat. I think I might have got a form of sunstroke because I had the worst headache imaginable. I had to call it quits at 9:30 and go to bed. It was that bad. Yes, anyway, I'll show you a couple of photos and a couple of videos of the event.
Kick in the head. The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wet.
Alright, let me go. So, you know the
Coming home.
Come on, boys.
Some people claim that you are to blame as much as I. Why do you take the trouble to bake my favorite pie? Grant in your wish I carved our initials on.
So as you can see, everyone had a really good time. So we had live music from my friend Matthew, who also helped me run the event alongside his wife Hannah. So yeah, it was just the three of us sort of hosting. Turned out very well. As I said, down on numbers, but we can't complain. As I said, we've got ideas for next year, what to do. Just almost make it smaller, but small, refined, but perfect. Very much like this beer. That extra special bitter is actually cracking. We had little programs as well. This isn't a finished program. The programs were the right size, but yeah, my friend Matthew did this lovely little program, all the beer descriptions and things like that. So yes, we had a New England IPA on keg 1, which was was pretty good. Bohemian Pilsner on keg 2, Limoncello on keg 3, Cranberry and Raspberry Wheat Tea beer on keg 4, Extra Slack Bladder in the jerry can, London Porter in the jerry can, Citrus Saison Smash. I had 2 mini kegs of that, 2 mini kegs of the Peters beer, a half-size keg, corny keg of the American wheat beer, half-size corny keg of Summer Ale, Galaxy Stout in bottles, Rhubarb Saison in bottles, and Belgian Double in bottles. So yes, that's good. Yeah, so yeah, good day out. What else is there to say? From the beer festival point of view, there's not much more. Next year I'll bring it forward 2 weeks because it clashes with my Railway Club barbecue. So I'm going to sort of move that forward just so I don't clash so much. And I'm also going to do a dark side beer festival on the 24th of November, where I'll just be doing dark style beers, stouts, porters, dark lagers, that sort of thing. So that might be quite exciting. Weather won't be so good, but I'll hold it in the courtyard rather than in the garden. And didn't want it to clash with December, so that's why it's the end of November. Anyway, that's more of that and on. Looking ahead, the next job to do is to sort the fermenters out. so I want to put them on a nice shelf and have the chiller unit underneath. So I won't brew again until that's all set up. What I'm planning to brew next is a strawberries and cream wheat beer. I wonder where I got that idea from. Hapless. Anyway, yes, strawberries and cream wheat beer. I'm going to use the tea bags because the cranberry and raspberry wheat wheat beer. Anyway, the cranberry and raspberry wheat beer I did was very good. So I reckon with a bag of lactose and 40 of the strawberry and raspberry Twinings tea bags will make a nice beer. I only used 26 for the cranberry and raspberry beer, so I think 40 will give it a real strawberry flavour. So looking forward to giving that a go. And obviously with the new conical fermenters, it would be stupid for me not to try doing a lager. So now that I can actually lager properly and professionally, yes, Munich, Dunkel and a Pilsner, I reckon. Do them. And I think I need to do my anniversary brew, so rhubarb and custard wheat beer, rhubarb lactose vanilla pods wheat beer. Yes, and I want to do a stout as well at some point. So plans in the pipeline, but yes, no brewing for me until the conical fermenters are up on a shelf. But I've got lots of leftovers to drink, so I don't need to brew for ages. With about 6 litres of the ESB, about 10 litres of the London Porter to drink. They're the ones which need to go quickly because they're in those cask jerry can things. So they need to be drunk quickly. And most of the mini kegs didn't get opened, but I can keep them, I think. So just finish the ones we did open and then I can store the others until I need them. Anyway, I shall love you and leave you. Au revoir, my lovely little pets, and I shall speak to you all again very soon indeed. Bye bye.